is going on? It's Coach Nick. This is the final training for your eBay crash course, and this is going to be the best yet. I tell people, out of the 2,000 students that we made last year, this was the information that took me 5 months to learn, and I'm going to teach it to you in about 20 minutes, but it's going to change drastically everything you're about to do or have done in the past with reselling. Now, just to give a quick recap, what we talked about already. In our first session, I showed you how to set up your eBay account so you could avoid basic things like subscription fees, maybe them holding your first $500 to $600, and then of course EINs and LLCs, those things that cost money. If you did not catch that video, please go back and watch it. It should be in your email box, or you can email me to get that again. In our second course, what I ended up talking to you guys about was how eBay works. Why out of all the platforms I sold on, Facebook, Mercari, Poshmark, Depop, yard sales, eBay destroyed those profits by almost 4 times. So I made about $49,000 on one eBay account. The next closest thing to that was Facebook at $10,000. And eBay itself, in our second course, I proved why that's the platform you need to sell on. And with this teaching, I'm going to show you how to best progress and scale your business. You all, last year we picked up clients that own thrift stores, antique shops, and pawn stores. They paid me $1,000 to $10,000 a year to teach them what I'm about to show you for free, which is how to scale your business on eBay fast. We're not going to be focusing on value. So I know there are a lot of people out there. If you've got 10,000 things on eBay, obviously you're going to make $10,000 or more. But what I'm going to show you is the key to how I was able to make over $49,000 on one account with less than 750 items. And it has everything to do with what you're seeing right here. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing I want you to notice is that there are 3 main components that you must understand if you want to be successful with this. And the first is you got to be in the business of products. Now, when I say products, I don't mean a certain niche. No, your product in this instance is going to be profit. And so the key principle behind this first niche here, or this first circle, is you want to invest low while you're profiting high. A better way to say this is this: with your products, the less you invest, the more your profit is going to be in the end, right? Now, the principle here with price is pretty simple. Your main goal is to be the bottom line. Why? Because guys, you're already on a platform where people are ready to spend money, and I mean like that. But they're ready to spend money less than they would at any other store, or else they'd be at the store to get these items. So remember, the principle that you want to borrow here is be the bottom line. So let's go ahead and write that. Be the bottom line. Awesome. And then the final principle that you want to do with promotion is you must be seen, okay? So we want to be seen. Now, I know this doesn't sound like some world philosophy or something that's going to help change your life, but trust me, these 3 principles coupled together help me not only scale my business fast, but scale an eBay business with barely anything in my inventory right from the beginning. So again, let's start with products. When you're trying to invest low and profit high, there are about 3 different places that you personally are going to be getting your items from. Let me start with the first one. It's going to be retail. This is what most people who do either Amazon or something similar to that, they're normally getting their stuff from a Marshall's, maybe a Burlington coat factory, somewhere secondhand, even if it's Walmart or Target clearance section. Retail is where people are getting their products from. The next place after that is going to be resell. Now, this can be any secondhand store, thrift store, yard sales, garage sales, practically anywhere where you can get stuff that's typically a lot cheaper than retail, but still can be very good quality. And then the final area is going to be junk. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about this. Remember, the goal for your product, if you use what we taught you guys in the first class, you already know how to look up your items the right way. Your products need to be cheap, and you want to profit as much money as you can by investing less. So right off the back, let me tell you, retail is not where you want to go. I'm not against doing retail arbitrage, but what I'm telling you right now, you could literally do today and in the next 30 days have $500 to $600. In fact, most of my students who don't even take my classes make about $500 just from doing what I'm about to show you. Stay away from retail because again, with your products, you want to invest low so that your profit margin can be high. Now, the next thing that I like to capitalize on is resell. Now, obviously, this is called reselling. And what that means is that you're getting secondhand products that are going to make you anywhere from 2 to 3 times your initial investment. And know what that means? That means you got a winner. It doesn't matter what category or niche that product is in, as long as you're investing low and profiting high, you guess what? It's a winner. And the absolute best product that you can buy is junk. Now, I don't really mean junk like as in things that belong in the trash, but rather things that you simply aren't using, things that you have around the house right now. And I'm going to show you how even 20 of those things could make you over $1,200 in the next 30 days. So again, we've got junk, we've got resell, and then we've got retail. If you want to make this business work, the ones you want to go with are reselling and the junk that you've got in your house right now. Now, with price, there are a few different ways to price your items on eBay. This is important because you have to remember eBay is a platform where people who are already cheap are simply looking to get stuff even cheaper. And so with that in mind, we have to be able to control our price and to set it. Now on eBay, there are 2 different ways that you can price your items. 1, you can do an auction style, or 2, you can do a fixed price. Now already I may have given this away, but most people are prompted to simply do auction. They think, you know what? I don't have a lot of time. I don't really want to invest in the system. And believe me, I know what it's like. But if you do what I taught you in the first class, where you use the sold and completed comps in order to find out what the items have sold for, you never even have to question whether or not you can sell your item for a certain amount of money. So right off the bat, fixed is going to be the best option. But let me tell you why I choose to stay away from auction. Did you know statistically, most people who do auctions will make anywhere from 1/3 to 1/2 less by doing auctions than they would if they just set up what I showed you in the first class, how to find the sold and completed comps and then set a fixed price for 30 days. Not only that, eBay's not dumb. They know that anytime you do an auction, you're going to pay them anywhere from 2 to 3 times more in listing fees because it's going to take you longer for that item to sell if it's selling in 7-day spurts versus an item that is priced the right way and ready for the right buyer. But here's probably the biggest reason why you've got to do fixed price. And again, I'm telling you from personal experience, there are buyers on eBay who don't have time to waste. They come onto eBay and they're not willing to wait a day or 3 days or 7 days for an item to run out. This means that that very person is willing to pay you maybe 1 to 2 times more than what somebody would normally pay you for the exact same item simply because they have the convenience of getting it right now. And so with all that said and done, when you're pricing your items, you must cater to the fixed crowd. These are the people who are ready to pay you top dollar on a bottom dollar market, but they're still ready to pay you your asking price if you've done what I showed you in the first class, okay? So remember, with price, you want to be the bottom line and go with a fixed amount. With products, you want to invest low and then yield high profits. This is why junk and resale is the best, also why fixed is going to be the best price. Now let's get into the third and final one. We're going to talk about promotion, and this is the heavyweight of the 3. There are 3 ways to promote on eBay. So the first way we're going to go with will be auction. An auction style, as you know, is pretty much where it's compulsive. People will dive in on your item because it's starting at a penny and it could rise up to only 2 pennies or even $20. Auction is a great way to promote, but we're going to talk about some of the other 2. So other than auction, there's another option. The next option is going to be sponsored. I'm going to go down here and we're going to write sponsored. Now, for those of you who don't know, sponsored ads on eBay means that you are actually paying eBay in order to get you some type of placement on eBay's platform. Now, how much you pay eBay, that's totally up to you, but it is an option to pay eBay sponsored ads in order to get promotion on their platform. But the third is probably the most simplistic, or maybe it's the most complex, but it really is the most natural, is the organic ad flow. Now, let me explain these 3. Auction, again, works off compulsion of your characters or your consumers. Sponsored works off of you paying eBay in order for you to get placement. Organic means you're not paying anyone at all. Your ad simply has everything that it needs in order to get to the top spot, okay? Let me tell you what works best. Auction is no good. Why? I've already told you don't do auction because the buyers that you're trying to attract are ready to pay right now if you price your item the way I showed you in your first course. So we don't want to waste our time with auctions. We want immediate sales right now. We also don't want to waste our time with sponsored because what most people don't know is that you're paying for a percentage. You're paying eBay a percentage of your sale for them to promote you. But what happens when 5% runs out? When 10% runs out? You can go on to eBay right now, take any item, type it in, and then go to like the last page and you'll see people are there and they're sponsored. They're paying eBay to be at the end. And so I don't encourage people to do sponsored either. Instead, I encourage them to do organic ads. eBay is a computer like anything else. It runs on an algorithm. And if you can just take a second to understand what that algorithm wants without having to pay eBay anything other than a little bit of attention, you can get everything you list to the top of eBay. This is how I was able to make over $49,000. This is how my clients are able to go from making absolutely no money on eBay to literally in as little as 3 or 4 weeks making $600 to $700 because they organically are giving eBay what it wants in order for them to publish their item. Now, let me say this. This is the end all be all if you want to sell on eBay the way I'm teaching you. I don't have a million things. Right now, I've made over $3,000 doing this side hustle part-time, taking pictures of items, and I've only got about 128 items in my store right now. How am I doing it? Because of all three of these things, they must work cohesively together. If you've got products, but your price stinks, nobody's gonna buy. If you got products and your price is right, but no one can see it, no one is going to be interested in your item. What if you've got the promotion down, but your product hasn't sold in a year? You're wasting your time. Or if you've got the absolute best price, but your product stinks, no one cares. All three of these things have to be in place at any given time in order for you to see the kind of traction I'm telling you about. And this is the best thing is here. If you don't know how to do any of these things, you can refer to the first class for learning how to spot great products and even how to price them appropriately. And if you do not know how to get your ads to the top of the list on eBay, even though my clients are paying me $1,000 to $10,000 for it, you can actually take a course that will for $50 show you how you can get any ad to the top of eBay literally in about 5 minutes. And so this is the combination, guys. All of it ends in this area right here. If you've got products that are priced correctly and you're promoting them the right way you should, you will start making sales in minutes to days. And all you've got to do is add all three of these things together. Listen, guys, I really hope that this has been helpful. This eBay crash course was simply to establish you in a business that will help you break free. For me personally, in 2020, when I ended up replacing a full-time salary, working 40 to 50 hours behind a desk, and I was able to do these principles, apply to about 500 something items and made over $33,000, brought home over 22 grand. And all I had to do was take pictures. I knew this thing worked. And so I'm sharing this information with you so that hopefully you can get this thing started. And who knows what you want to do with your life, whether you're going to be starting a business, use the extra money to pay down debt, maybe pay off bills or go on vacation. The reality of it is myself and my wife, my 5 kids and over 2,000 students that I made last year, teaching them this exact principle, all believe that they were worth it and that you are too. Now, let's move on to the last scenario here. Once you've got all of these 3 things mastered, there's one thing that is left for you to do, and there's no real shortcuts around this, but don't worry, you'll be making money while you're doing this, is to get your inventory to the sweet spot. Now, I tell people 300 items in my store was consistently making me about $4,000 a month. 300 items. Why? Because every item I listed, I knew it was selling. I invested in it low, I priced it correctly, and I promoted it organically, which got it right to the top of eBay. And now with that being done, I was actually able to move a third of my inventory every single month because I'm only listing items that are selling within the month. I'm pricing them the way that they're selling in the month, and I'm promoting them right to the top so that when new buyers come onto eBay, they can see my items. What does this mean for me? Well, initially, I aim for a specific profit margin, and I encourage you to do this as well. My goal was to replace my income. And so what I wanted to do was per every item that I sold, I wanted to only have what I used to make per hour invested in that item. Now, it normally takes you about 20 minutes worth of work if the item is small, like shoes or toys, in order for you to take pictures of it and to put it in the mail and to be done with it. About 20 minutes. And in 20 minutes worth of work, all I had to do was replace a $24 an hour salary. So what you want to do is aim for items that are going to make you a minimum of whatever your hourly salary was. Me personally, I just went for $20 an hour. And I wanted to do $20 per minute. Now, $20 per item profit that I'm making, and times that by 100 items that are being moved a month, comes out to $2,000 that you would be making per month. And this is very simple to do. Once you get your products up, 300 products that can make you $20 profit, which is very easy to do on eBay. Just make sure that you price your items appropriately. Look them up the way I taught you in the first class, and that should really be a cinch. Promoting them organically will get you to a place where you're making sales every day, every other day. And again, you can go to my website and see the countless testimonies from people from TikTok, Facebook, all over the world who have done this and seen the same results. Why? Because they pretty much hacked the system. They only gave eBay the kind of products it would like. They priced it the way eBay told them it was going for, and they promoted it the way we teach in our $50 class that shows you how to get anything to the top of eBay. Once you do that, guys, it's a cinch. And so if you enjoyed this class, I would love for you to reach out to me. Let me know how real this information has been to you. A lot of people always write me, and I get tons of emails, but I love to try to respond to each and every last one of them if I'm able to. You can also use the link below if you would like to enroll in the $50 course. Afterwards, you will get a call or a text message from me inviting you to one of our personal meetings once a month that we do that will help you greater understand the process and even walk you through some of the questions that you may have about reselling along the way. You'll also be able to find a link to where you can contact us and join our private Facebook group. Over 2,000 members at the time of this recording, and it's growing every single day. People all over the world who decided to take their own liberty and finances into their own hands by, instead of giving eBay or Goodwill their junk, they're taking those items and they're turning them into profit. Listen, guys, my name is Coach Nick. Honestly, I never would have imagined that in 2019, a guy who was homeless chasing a dream would be able in 2022 to be a two-time business owner, literally almost hit six figures last year being a stay-at-home dad, and primarily it was due to the $60,000 I was able to make reselling on all platforms. So I just want to encourage you, you can do this. And if you have any doubts as to whether this is for you, go ahead and take my class, get connected with me. It's an only $50 class, and it comes with a 90-day money-back guarantee. We literally guarantee that if you do this class and you don't make your money back in the next 90 days, $50, we'll give you your money back. You can keep all the material for the course. We know it works, and we know you guys are worth it. So I look forward to hearing your testimony. Thank you again for your time. Take care.